Welcome back to Blog Critic News. For Vader TV, this is John Chenal. Well, the big news from here continues to be the Hollywood writers' strike, where the scribes and producers are locked in a bitter dispute, rife with name-calling, finger-pointing, and, because this is the entertainment industry, wife-swapping. Yes, talks between the two sides at a hotel broke down a few weeks ago after the producers produced a list of their demands, threw it on the table, and promptly left the room. Now, the Writers Guild pointed to this as evidence of the producers' arrogance. But Blog Critic News has learned it was actually due to the lack of valet parking for the producers' limousines. Now, as the writer of this show, I sympathize with the Writers Guild members on the picket lines. But I have to tell you, given the producers' much deeper pockets, I think they've got their work cut out for them. Don't believe me? Think I'm tossing out baloney here? Well, absorb these points of truth, people, if you can handle them. Point number one. While the female stars of the gabfest show The View say they just love their cute little writers, the show keeps on producing and keeps generating revenue for its producers. What's more, show star and Writers Guild member Whoopi Goldberg, who for a time was sending hot chocolate down to the picket lines in a show of support, is now sending down absolutely nothing. Point number two. While marquee late-night hosts Conan O'Brien, David Letterman, and Jay Leno continue to pay their staffs out of their own pockets, Blog Critic News has learned that they're no longer paying in U.S. dollars, but instead a new type of currency called writer's scrip. While the scrip has the same face dollar amount as a corresponding U.S. dollar, we've learned that it can only be used to buy donuts, coffee, pizza, marijuana, and amphetamines in a 4-block radius around Hollywood production lots and Manhattan network studios. Y punto número tres, Ellen DeGeneres' decision to cross the picket lines and continue to tape her show, a move that the union once hoped would provide a rallying point, quickly faded from the news after DeGeneres was found to have abused yet another stray animal that she'd taken in. Lastly, minor league late-night host Carson Daly also crossed the picket line to go back to work, and while he was heckled on his own studio, no one else really seemed to care. Now, that's our opinion here at Blog Critic News, but we want to hear what you think. What about those TV lovers out there on the streets of San Francisco? We went out to ask them what they thought about the strike, and here's what they said. So what do you think about the Hollywood writers' strike?
I think it's fine as long as it keeps bad TV off the air. So if it's impacting it in that way, then I'm all for it.
Is there any shows that you're missing yet or anything? No? Okay.
I don't see how it really impacts a whole lot of anything, quite frankly. I think the shows are going to continue on. People watch repeats all the time.
Are you missing any of the late night shows like Letterman? I mean, all the late night shows are dark, right? Do you watch any of those?
No, like I said, they're in repeats. What does it matter? I'm still watching the same repeats for the past few years.
If the strike keeps bad shows off the air, I guess it's a good thing. I don't see how it impacts a whole lot of anything. I don't know about you, but as someone who wants to one day be a WGA member, or at least get paid like one, those words terrify me. Now, from what I understand, this whole entire strike is about 4 measly cents. The writers get 4 cents for DVD sales, and they want 8. Now, come on. If that's all it's about, a measly 4 cents, you know what? I've got a dime right here. You could end the strike right now.
No, John,
end it all.
John, no, it's 4 cents per DVD, which turns out to be billions and billions of dollars.
Billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? Forget that last part. Never mind. Forget that. That's all the time we have this week. For Blog Critic News and Vader TV, this is John Chenal.